Okay, welcome back for question and answers. Tom asks, I have 50 visitors, but 10 clicks on the affiliate link. Ranked 45 for the phrase, 145 for broad match. Would it be worth trying for more backlinks on this one? Tom, absolutely. That's fantastic. 50 visitors, 20%. Yeah, 20% of them have clicked through to the affiliate link, which is fantastic. And you're only ranked at number 45. So, imagine what you could be doing as you increase that. So definitely that's one to, that's absolutely one to stick with. That's a beauty. Mark asks, in order to sell an affiliate product, do you have to have a template that specifies sell here, or can you put it in ads and banners? I'm not 100% sure what you're saying. Just follow along with what we've taught so far. Because we're in test mode. So just follow along and do how we showed you, and that would be the best way to do it. And also I did give you a little tip for a type of article that I would write once you start getting some traffic into your blog. It's not one you can use every day, but it's a good one to really test. So that's in the day 18 video. There are two explanations on Samurai about why their numbers and SEO are different. Example, Pillow 111 SEOT, but adding SEO, you can't answer that question, Mattress. I'm not sure what you're saying. When testing a new phrase, then create a Squidoo, for example. Do you register the phrase name as before, i.e. a new registration of each new phrase? Yes, each new phrase in your section of phrases, as Guru Bob showed you how to do back in day 2, I believe, or day 2 and day 3, I should say. Yes, so in an absolute, and we'll talk about this a little bit tomorrow, but in an absolute ideal world, any phrase that delivers you any sort of decent traffic, you would have your own blog for. You would have a blog per phrase, because let's face it, with WordPress Direct, it's easy to do, and the content on each of those blogs is highly targeted, champagne level quality content for that particular phrase. So people get just an awesome, incredible experience when they arrive at your blog. That's what we want to achieve. And I was very thrilled. One of the coolest things to happen in this challenge is that I noticed the head of eZine articles actually, in contrast to some other people we could name, actually sent out a tweet welcoming all the 30-day challenges and how pleased and excited he was to have a look at the video and how we taught it. So double thumbs up to Caro for putting out an extraordinary video, and thank you very much for eZine Articles to recognise the value we're bringing to their communities, because our mantra is champagne relevant content, without the spam, without the keyword stuffing, because it's not necessary. It's just not necessary. So that is a brilliant thing, and double thumbs up there, Caro. I love that. Brian says, I'm ignorant in this area. Is WordPress Work a content management script? I'm sorry, mate. Again, not sure what you're asking there. I've only received 3 visitors from Google, says Stephen. Oh, and some from StumbleUpon. Okay, my blog is only ranked at about number 70. Should I keep banging away on this one, or should I look for an easier niche? What did we say? What are the data rules? You've got under 200. You're only ranked at number 70. You need more backlinks. You need to keep working that, working the Squidoo, working blog, working an eZine article, creating links in groups, and just promoting and moving that out, because you've got no data there to make a decision on yet. And you've got some visitors from Google, you've got some visitors from StumbleUpon. Getting any, it astounds me personally. I can't believe it that people actually get any traffic when you're at phrase 70, because think about what if somebody has to do. They basically have to go to 10 screens and then decide to click on you, which is quite extraordinary to me. So it just goes to show how long the long tail is. But no, you've got more work to do there, Stephen. Want to know, is phrases, tags and keywords the same thing or similar? Yeah, we do, and that's easy to get confused, Ernie, because often we interchange keyword with phrase. And really, a keyword, I suppose, invokes the singular, doesn't it? So it's like a single word, like challenge in 30-day challenge, whereas a phrase is 30-day challenge. In a search engine context, probably it's best to use the term phrase, although we do mix it up. because it all means the same thing effectively, because it's that phrase. The phrase is nothing unless it attracts traffic, and that's what we're talking about. We're talking about the phrase that attracts traffic, and that's what we're looking to target. So that's what we mean by it. And yes, we'll often use keywords. We'll slip into the conversation, and I'm pretty sure in pretty much every context we've ever used it, they're interchangeable. Diddle Dumbsticks, really deep in Google rankings, done so much promotion, I'm getting sick of it, getting no Google traffic. Any ideas? You answered your question. You're really deep in the Google rankings. You're not on the front page. Maybe go back and have a look at your competition analysis and ask yourself, did I ever really have a chance of getting on that front page? But yeah, getting no Google traffic, if you're deep in the rankings, you're not going to get Google traffic. As I said, it amazes me, like that last person who had was number 70 and actually had 3 clicks. I'm astounded that they had 3 clicks. Crazy Frets asks, what are my views on using 30-day challenge techniques to promote music bands? It's one of the most powerful things you could possibly do. It absolutely, and there are many musicians, and there are many musicians who are using 30-day challenge to promote their band. Now the metrics are different, okay? It's a different deal, because you're promoting a band. It doesn't mean, like all this stuff about 200 people a day doesn't necessarily mean anything to you guys. You know, you just want to fill your next gig. And so you need to get your name out there, and you want to get your video out there, and all these sorts of things. Imagine using Market Samurai techniques and strategies for identifying keywords for your band's music video and tagging it properly, because we've shown you how effective. Great, actually, no, we haven't shown you that. Oops. Well, let me tell you this. If you use the freebie for you. If you use Market Samurai to identify and use those day 2 and 3 lessons to identify the keywords in your particular niche that you get going after, particularly if you're a local band and you're just trying to fill gigs, or you're trying to get, you know, it's up to you, it depends on your ambition and what you're trying to do. That keyword stuff, taking it to videos, is so powerful. Go and have a look at all the main, you know, Market Samurai, WordPress Direct. Go and have a look whose videos are there. And that's because the exact same process we're teaching you guys, we run through on every video, which is why our videos dominate everywhere, as opposed to other people who might think about teaching you about video stuff, but don't really cut the mustard because they don't understand the tagging elements of what we do. So it's a huge, huge opportunity for bands. No love from Google yet. Haven't been indexed after 5 days. However, had a good number of clicks, probably from social networking traffic. Thoughts on why I haven't been indexed yet? Have you looked at your footer, Ron? Do you have those hidden links in there? Because that is a big thing. Test maybe. Is it worth starting again at that point? Incomplete question, test maybe. Don't be lazy asking the question. What do the stats say? What does the data tell you? It's not an emotional decision. It's not a. It's data. It's just a data point. And I gave you the first data point about that. We'll tell you when it's appropriate to scrap it, and I'll do it with a ruthless Gordon Ramsay style tirade. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's up to you. There's not enough data there for me to make a decision, or for you to make a decision. Isn't StumbleUpon cool though? If you hit it right, it delivers excellent traffic, and traffic that's useful. Ed, since you mentioned video, I want to know if there a workaround on YouTube to use a phrase since they don't use comma and only allow single keywords. Yes, Edward, the fact is you just ignore it and it's fine. You still use the phrases though, and you've got to be a little bit careful not to repeat, because there's obviously repeat phrases. That's more a immediate edgy type of discussion, but yes, that's how you do it. I mean, hey, observe people. Isn't it? Don't you think it's a marketing education in and of itself? Have a look how we lay out the training pages. Have a look, go to one of our YouTube videos and have a look how it's been tagged. Have a look how the headline has been done. Let me tell you, nothing, zero has been left to chance. Zero has been left to chance. It's a great lesson in and of itself. Cara asks, so how high in Google ranks do you need to be to start expecting to get clicks? I don't know. We just had somebody say that they got 3 at 70. You need to be on the front page. You need to be on the front page because we do know that of the available traffic, what is it that that number 10 slot gets what, about 1 point something percent, 2% of the overall traffic for that particular phrase. So I think you'd want to get a lot higher for that. But again, why guess? You know. You have the competition data in Market Samurai. You have the data and traffic for Market Samurai. You know going in whether you've got a chance. And then we have to test to see if that works out, because no data is accurate. Even Google's own data still is not necessarily accurate. Bruce Neal says, oh, hang on. Ed introduced idea of exact match. Is that synonymous with phrase match? I so regret introducing the phenomena of exact match, because even I have a hard time understanding it. Just worry about phrase match. Somebody on the links here, Wikipedia or something, give somebody a link so I don't stuff it up and make myself look like an idiot. Rihanna says, I didn't have any bad footer links in my blog, but it's been a week and I'm still not indexed. Any thoughts? Yeah, goes back to your competition analysis and your phrase analysis. Because if everything, it pretty much goes like clockwork, as long as the phrase is right in terms of competition. So you need to go back and have a look at your competition. Maybe put it up on the forum, put a picture up on the forum and say, here's why I decided to go with that niche, and give you reasons, and then let everybody in the forum have at it and see what they think. But, you know, after a week, it's possible, but after a week you'd think it was... it had it. And then, you know, spelling mistakes are a possibility, bad links are a possibility, but always go for the most obvious answer, and the most obvious one is that the competition was way too strong in that particular niche. But the fact that you're not indexed is like really weird, right? And, you know, you sure you weren't indexed and you're out of the index period? But I don't know, you know, it needs investigation. Okay. Oh, sorry about this, folks. 1 second. I think I'm home alone. Hang on. Hello. Okay, coming. Good, you're in? No worries. Thanks, guys. I'm just up recording, so I'll be down in a minute. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, it says Google Analytics. My traffic is 114 visits. Good. 78 unique. Okay, which is more important. 78 unique visitors. 215 page views. 135 unique views. Neither is great for page 1 of... not great for page 1 of Google? What does that mean? Are you on page 1 of Google? I don't... Let's see. First position with SEOT of 167 per Market Samurai. So if we're looking at that, we've got 78 uniques. Let's have a look. So we've got 78 uniques. We've got 114. Thanks. No worries. And so look, 78 views first day, and then only a few after that day. Where are they coming from? That's the next question that you have to ask down for this particular one. There's not enough information here. Where are they coming from? If you had a big bunch of clicks on the first day and then a few after that, that sort of smells to me like that was maybe stumble upon traffic or dig traffic or something. So that's weird to me. Not sure how that works. Okay. George not answering that. Very cheeky. I'm finding that it's pretty easy to sprinkle my content on my main key phrase blog with lots of related key phrases. Is there any downside to that? Will I confuse the poor spiders? Will I break Google? I'm finding it's pretty easy to sprinkle my content on my main key phrase blog with lots of my related key phrases. Is there any downside to that? No. That's beautiful. Fantastic. Go for it. As long as it's natural. You know, don't force yourself doing it. If it comes naturally, do that. Can I do multiple blogs? It's Ed. My name's Ed, not Earl. Ed. ED. Short for Edward. But can you do multiple blogs? Yeah, absolutely. That's the whole thing behind WordPress Direct. It makes it so simple to do. So as I said at the start of the show, you know, in an ideal world, every phrase that brings you decent traffic would have its own blog with targeted content directly for that blog. So for sure. Mattress says, I didn't get found 4 days. When I checked, HostGator had a problem with the DNS. They fixed it. 4 hours later, I was found. Thank you, Mattress. Could be an issue. Yeah, it's unusual because Google want to index everything. It's not like they don't want to index things. They will penalize, and as I said with that footer issue with so some of those free templates with WordPress Direct, they'll penalize it, and you will never have a chance of ranking for that particular phrase. And when I say rank, getting to that front, you know, that top first page, you might have got indexed for a while, but then you probably would have been flicked. So let's have a look. Spirit Coach asks, if you put email subscribe on blog, do they get blog in email or link to it? How? That's out of the... we haven't even gone down that path yet. So there are various strategies for doing that, but again, that's like a future things. I think is there some funny conspiracy where everybody calls me Earl, or is that the is that the game we're playing on chat today? Hey Earl, I was wondering, Earl, I'm starting over and wondering, do subdomains do a little less than the full bonions? So he's not only using Earl, he's using slang. Does that get double points? Bobby, there's no question. Here's the ideal situation: a domain that is targeted to the phrase, hosted on your own site with your own WordPress blog, targeted to traffic. That's the ultimate. That's exactly what you want. You want to be completely in control of your own destiny. We're actually going to do a whole podcast on this, and with a bit of luck, we'll have Dan on as well, just to really focus people on what we're trying to do here, and just to understand how, frankly, clever it is. Because this year, we're trying to build your own asset. That's what we're trying to do. And the best way to have your own asset is to have it completely in your control, and that's what we're trying to do. Because a big criticism of this type of social media style marketing is that everybody says, well, you know, all the content and everything is on your own site. You're at the whim of everybody else ranking. Well, we're showing you how to do it this year with your own. And that, I think, is very important. Ron said, re-indexing. Yes, I deleted the footer, yet I'm still getting no love from Google. Is there possible there's a delay? Yes, quite possibly. I would add some more content and stubble and ding it and do it every day. Add a new article every single day. Nats here asks, when does the network come online? Networker come online. That's an immediate edge question, so I really can't answer that there. But if you're following Dan Rain, you will know the answer to that. In WordPress Direct's terms of service, it says if you use they can use any content. Again, please read the WordPress Direct FAQ on the 30-day challenge site, and that will clarify all that. Somebody says, Earl, just to clarify, I write 2 to 3 articles a day for my blog. My blog is on my website. Should I create a blog separate from my website? I won't say what it is, mate, but there's site rankings. Okay. Oh, going to see me in Los Angeles. Awesome. Yes, there's absolutely, you know, if you have, see, in 30-day challenge terms, and we haven't really introduced this phraseology yet, but we will. We talk about the money page a lot, and the money page is where people give you, funnily enough, they give you money. That's one money page. Or 2, they do an action which you want them to do. It's a take action page, if you will. And often I think that website should be separate to your blog, because you may have multiple blogs based on keywords, and you'll get biggest bang for your article buck. I got that right in the end. You'll get your biggest bang by doing all of that. So that would be fantastic. So that's what I would do. Hi Ernie, how often do we update content? I'm sure we'll get Mr. Ed soon. Haven't heard that one ever. How often should we update content? We should update it every day is ideal. Would be great. Elaine asks, do we have to write unique articles for blogs and e-zines every day until we get 200 visitors? Yes. Until day, not tomorrow, the next day. And then we'll show you a whole new way of getting traffic. But yes, but you know, effectively what you're doing, because to get traffic, you need to expend a resource. And there are effectively two resources. There's either money, it's one resource, or there is your own sweat equity, your time. And you need to expend one of those two to attract traffic, because it's like physics. You know, there's only transference of energy. So you need to expend a resource of some kind to get traffic. It's either your time or your money, or both. And that's what you need to be very cognizant of. So we're obviously very much on the time part of it at the moment. Sorry, did you answer my question? Backlinks. How many is too many? Don't want to get my site shoved in the sandbox. Yes, if you do it naturally, 2 or 3 or 4, you know, a day, that's going to be fine. And that's all you need. All you need to give you a solid, natural march up the search engines. You know, doing too many, you know, grabbing 100 or so at any time, you know, it doesn't do that. Let's have a look. Silver says he had an SEOT. This is good data. I like this one. SEOT 835. SEOT. Oh, hang on. Why are they both like that? Oh, competition. I think he meant to write there. 19,000. I was number 1 broad match for a couple of days. You beauty. But now I'm number 4. Not so good. But I've only got 7 clicks from Google. There is lots of traffic according to Market Samurai, but only stumble clicks. Any advice? You might be in the situation where the data just doesn't match up. There is one thing though I'd love you to check. Remember there's a trend chart in the Market Samurai when you do your first initial keyword search. It's that chart, trend chart. Please go and have a look at that. And if you want to do it for extra bonus points, and Shannon will drop the link up here, I'm sure, check out Google Insights, because the other possibility is you need to, and this is what Google Trends is fantastic for, just a little tip, when you're in this situation, just go and have a look at the trends, because you may have hit, for example, if you were doing it over the weekend, it may not be a market that searches over the weekend, and they only search during the week. There are plenty of those type of markets. Some markets do well on certain days and not others, just because of the way the sequences work. The other thing that you need to do is you need to just make sure you're in season, because that can be a big trap as well. So, and the third possibility, which as I talked about in day 18, could mean it's just a dud phrase. Sorry, you've tested it and it's a dud. But I wouldn't write it off just yet. You know, I don't know how long it was at number 1 for the broad match. So, you know, you need to have a look at that and have a good look at the data, see what they're clicking on, because, you know, they're obviously searching something. So that's what you need to do. And remember, and do that day 18 exact match test. And, sorry, phrase match. Gosh, I've got to stop using that. Do the phrase match test that I showed you how to do in the day 18 video. William Shatner. William Shatner. Yeah. Hello, Ed. When searching for a couple of my URLs in Google, site using blah blah, site-domain, most of them will come up with sites listed. But if I put the www first, then some don't have anything listed. Why is that? I have no idea. I don't know. But often when you do domain searches, putting the www is, from a Google perspective, is irrelevant. So I don't know. I'm not sure. Amante asks, thanks for answering my question. If I have a blog separate from my store, do I link my store from my blog as a call to action to my visitors? Yes, yeah, you would link, you know, where we've got the affiliate stuff at the moment, you would replace that with your store. And you'd also, you know, if what I'd be doing is doing articles on products and say, hey, I've got a promotion on with this product, and do a story. If you can make each of your blog posts a little mini story, then that's the best content you can have. You know, and you look at the guy, and Is it Woot, guys? What's the is it Woot.com that sells that one thing every day? Anybody? Or is my chat frozen? Yes, great. Go and have a look. Thank you, Master of the Links. Woot.com. Go and have a look at that, and that will show you the Rolls-Royce way of creating a story around a product. They do it brilliantly. It's entertaining. It's funny. People actually sign up to get marketed to every single day because they do it in such a great way. Okay, head cough Earl. Okay, question is, if I have my site, which is a UGC site, and this other site, I'm trying not to mention the actual names, which has content that's kind of not really related to my site, should they have similar looks or should they be different? I don't think looks actually matters per se, although you may want to have a consistent look around your network, but I suppose it's what's on those pages is far more important from this. So, and this question's from the 15-year-old Latvian programmer guy, which I thought, how's it? I hope it's going well for you, mate. Which is brilliant. So keep going with that. Okay. Hi Ed, can we do any other promotion other than what you said? Eric, if you feel like you have the chops, go for it. But as a general rule, just do what we say. Would be the best way to go. If I'm starting a new blog, can I add too much content at once? Can I add 2 or 3 articles a day if I've got them done? Or is too much at once overkill? I think an article a day is, like, if you can do 2 or 3 articles a day, that's fine, it's great. But if you want to pace yourself, it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. So and maybe some of those articles might be able to be used to go on another blog attacking another key phrase in your particular marketplace. Michael Phelps. That's funny. Okay, I have a question, says Shay, regarding keywords. I use 10, 2 or 3 keyword phrases, I imagine, each containing the same word. For example, apple pie, blueberry pie, mama pie. How, if at all, does that affect the crawl robots? Thanks. It does and it doesn't, and this is where, again, please go and have a look at yesterday's video where I talk about broad match and phrase match. There is an element there, but other than that, remember, Google looks at each phrase, particularly when it comes to phrase match, completely separately. They may as well be apples and bananas, even if they've got a similar word in them. That's why it's phrase match. So it's very important for you to understand that difference. Have a look at it in the day 18 thing. Hey Ed, why do my social markers and blogs have a higher page rank than my WordPress direct blog? Well, Matt, what you're seeing is Google's authority and respect. Because both of those sites have a very high authority with Google, and so when you put content on those sites, they're likely to rank your site. Let's think about it. They've both existed way longer than yours. They've had hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of people use them. They're very, very established sites. Your site's been going for what, 2 or 3 days, which is why we are building up your site, your asset, as well as leveraging off the power of these other social networking sites. And that's a big difference to last year. Last year we just used the social networking sites to drive traffic to our money page. This year we're building the because we've worked out, thanks to all the work that we've done inside Immediate Edge, we've worked out what you need to do to get your blog up there. It takes a little bit more time, as you're all seeing, because in a lot of cases those sites will actually outrank your blog, but over time your blog will rise to the top, and that's what we're looking at. Well, there are no... Elaine asks, can we use video marketing to get more visitors? Well, yeah. Video marketing is just beyond awesome. Would that break the rules? No, there's no rules here. It's not like I'm going to go and come around to your house and check out that you've made your dollar, right? It's up to you. You're building a business here. Hopefully what you're starting to see is some of the fundamentals, because that's what we're trying to sneakily teach. Is we're trying to sneakily teach all these boring fundamentals under the excitement of the 30-day challenge, which will allow you to have a prosperous business. And once you get these fundamentals, you'll start to realize that, hey, if I apply this to my videos, if I apply this to audio, if I apply this to pictures, if I apply this to any sort of multimedia, I'm going to have an effect. Hi Ed, who do you support in the Olympics? Jason Moffat. Aussies, of course. And I've seen there's quite a bit of stick from the Manchester mob that Great Britain have overtaken Australia in the gold medal tally. And I've only got one word to say to all of you if you're still up that late, and that is population ratio. Australia would be the greatest sporting country in the world based if we did the medal count via population, assuming Tuvalu hasn't won a gold medal. We're the best country in the world. Yeah. We're about to take the Yanks on in basketball, and we defeated Russia and Lithuania. So we're gunning for the dream team. Watch us get our pants handed to us tomorrow night. Okay. Jay Woosh asks, my Tumblr blog and Weebly blog are not appearing as backlinks to my site. How long does it usually take? A bit of time. Don't panic about it. Just the most important thing about all of this stuff is that you just follow the process, and Google will take care of itself. It's hard to say how long it takes. Often, and it's a bit when this sort of disappear. When these things disappear, it causes all sorts of issues and angst and anxiety. But as long as you keep with the process, it'll keep going. Ed, when I Google my site, I rank 2 on the page. Is that good for the whole name of the site? Yeah, Georgia, there's a lot of people that would give their left testicle to be ranked at number 2 at this point, so I would say that is super. Very good. As long as it's giving you traffic, that's the main thing. I can get number 1 in all sorts of phrases. I can rank... No, actually, I won't say anything because peanuts will do it. But yes, I could rank number 1 in any number of phrases, but it means squat unless there's traffic. Caro asks, hi Ed, when is this going to end? I love a long Q&A. It's going to end in literally 2 minutes because I have to get packing and get ready to go, and you'll have to hold off. Our next show will be on Thursday night Wednesday night in the US. But keep an eye out on Twitter, because I will have to see how I'm going after hard mornings partying at the Los Angeles meetup. That was not Caro. That's the trouble with this system. Ed says, do you know that actually wasn't me? No, there's somebody being a peanut. Okay, we are going to... Phelps is an amazing swimmer. There's no question about that. All right. We're going to leave it there because some of the questions are going a bit silly, and we will speak to you. Well, I'll see you. Hopefully, it'll be Wednesday night live from Los Angeles. Be like Jay Leno without the hair. It'll be cool. So, and hopefully the hotel internet and everything is cool. But we'll get there. All right, folks. Have fun. Good luck, and be nice to, I think, Caro. You'll have me tomorrow, and then you'll have 3 days of all Caro all the time teaching you our new traffic method, which is very, very exciting. So look forward to it, and see you all soon.